Hello and welcome to another Murders at Karlov Manor draft. We are currently sitting at rank 24. We went a little bit offline, went in the lab, and did a bunch of drafts and went on a nice run. We actually had quite a few sweet doppelgang decks that I really wish I recorded, but sadly I did not. But let's do some more drafts. So now we're at 24, in the top 25 again. We're gonna try to hit that rank 1. Now, before this draft begins, I do want to say that I did just launch my Patreon channel, so if you wanted to support the channel in other methods, please check out the link in the description below. Shout out to the patrons. Really do appreciate your support. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, I have not opened this card before. This is actually, I've played, I think, every rare in the set, or almost every rare. This card, Agrus, is the third highest win rate card on Arena, and I've never played it. 4 mana, 2/4, double strike vigilance. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, choose up to one target creature. If it's suspected, exile it. Otherwise, suspect it. So it removes blockers. It kills things. I mean, this just does it all. Let's take it. I mean, there's other cards to consider in this pack are Torch the Witness, which is a premium removal spell. Galvanize is okay. Person of Interest is great. And so is Lockstone on the Eavesdropper among the commons. But I think if I were to rank them, it would be number 1, Agrus, number 2, Torch the Witness, and then number 3, any number of these cards, maybe a preference thing. I'm a little bit lower in Galvanize than I used to be. It's still a very good card, though, of course. All right. Great first pick. This is apparently just behind Aurelia's Vindicator and Izoni as one of the best rares in this set. So I really need... you know what's funny is nobody's actually even played this against me. So I don't even know how this card plays out. All right. Anyways, let's go on to this next pack. So I really want to be red-white if possible because this is one of the best cards in this set. You can splash it, but I'd rather just try to take cards that are on color. So here we have a choice between 2 great uncommons. We have a Killer Among Us in case of the Gateway Express. Not on my watch, maybe a better consideration in a more controlling deck. And then for commons, we have Escape Tunnel, Topiary Panther on the job, maybe. But I'm going to take Case of the Gateway Express. Now, I think a Killer Among Us might be a slightly better card, but the Case of the Gateway Express is also very good and stays within red and white after our first pick, Agrus. So let's take Case of the Gateway Express there over the Killer Among Us and then move on. Now there's a Glint Weaver, which would be potentially a really nice follow-up to a Killer Among Us, but we're going to try our best to stay red and white if possible. So we have the option here between Shock and Person of Interest. And, you know, I think if I'm red-white, Person of Interest is better. Yeah. Because red-white wants to go wide as well. And just, I feel like anytime my opponent plays a Person of Interest and I'm playing a slower, more controlling deck, I just feel like I can't win, or I feel like I'm really on the back foot whenever my opponents play the Person of Interest. So we'll take that here. Hopefully Boros is not a little overdrafted. I've actually been having a lot of success drafting green decks because Boros is so heavily overdrafted, but I think I'm going to make the exception here for Agrus and just try to draft Boros, right? Look, I really want to play with this card, so Nervous Gardener is the best card in this pack, but I'm going to take the Chases On as a decent combat trick. And look, I'm trying to take Boros, but people just keep passing me. I'm not seeing a single like red or white card. All right, I'll take a Killer Among Us out of this pack. I mean, I'm trying my best. There was a Nervous Gardener in that pack. I could have taken it, but now there's a Killer Among Us. There's no red or white cards. I'll take this and see what the packs give us. Noting that I'm still heavily leaning towards Boros. So, you know, sure, there's some decent filler green cards here. Vengeful Creeper and Culvert Ambusher is okay. But the first copy of On the Job is extremely important in red-white. So I'm going to take the On the Job here. And wow, that's a late Repulsive Mutation. There's a Lockstone Eavesdropper as well. Green seems very open. And I don't recommend necessarily doing this if you want to win. I'm going to take Red Herring, though. And I am just... The blinders are on. I want to play this Mythic. Yes, I know I can be playing some kind of a mid-range deck with Agrus that was green. You could take the Eavesdropper or probably over the mutation, I think. I'm not sure. But I'm taking the red herring. We're fighting people, and we're going to make this happen. Here, I'm just going to take a face-down creature. We'll take a Riftburst Hellion. And yeah, we are moving in. Do I want the Chases on or a Due Diligence? I'll take the Chases on. Not the biggest fan of another copy of that card, but we have 9 playable cards. Not everything is awesome. We really need to make sure that we pick up the cheap cards. Right now, we only have 1 copy of Red Herring, so we're going to need to prioritize that. And I think the best chance for us to get a bunch of these 2-drops are in pack 2 because we try to cut off red-white as much as we can. So whenever we see a 2-mana creature in the second pack, I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to fill out my deck with spells and other things in pack 3. Here, I'll take Museum Nightwatch because there's really nothing else for us. I'm not a big fan of Assemble the Players. I think it's just a little bit too slow for the format and a little too inconsistent. You need to get 2 creatures out of this to have it be worth it. And even then, it's like, if you play 2 face-down cards, you spent 8 mana to get 2 2/2s in play. So, I mean, I feel like you would need to actually get 3 creatures in play to have this really give you a lot of value. So I'm going to take Museum Nightwatch here. Just a fine creature to play. And like I said, I'm prioritizing 2-mana creatures. So I think I'm going to just take the Sanitation Automaton. Sure, there's a hard-hitting question. There's a Goblin Mask Maker, but I think this card is really underdrafted. So I feel like I can get free copies of that later if needed. I think I just prefer having 2-drops here. So let's go ahead and take Sanitation Automaton. And now we're going to take Market Watch Phantom. That's another 2-drop. I do like Red Herring as well in this type of deck, but I like the Evasive Creature a little bit more. And yeah, we're going to just keep taking creatures. This pack is great. There's Galvanize, Inside Source, Offender at Large, Chases On, and Felonious Rage. All cards that are reasonable to play, but I just want to make sure that I have enough creatures. We already have an On the Job, right? So we want to make sure we want to try to go wide if we can. So I'm going to take the Inside Source here over the Galvanize. And I actually don't think that pick is especially close. Here we're going to take another Red Herring. Like I said, blinders on. And this is nice. The person that we're passing to knows what they're doing. They took the green cards. They're cutting us off, and I'm fine with that. So let's take a look at the curve here real quick just to kind of see where things are. This pack definitely helped us out here. We have just all creatures here and these spells. That's great. Could use some removal. So I'll take a Case of the Burning Masks here over some filler face-down creatures and an Innocent Bystander. I think the Case of the Burning Masks is pretty nice. And now we'll take Auspicious Arrival, noting that this is a pretty late get a leg up. But now we are very, very good on tricks. We have Auspicious Arrival, double the Chases on the Job. I mean, double Auspicious Arrival. And so I really honestly don't even need any more spells. We'll just go back to taking all the creatures that we see with all these tricks that we have. If anything, probably going to be shaving maybe 1 copy of the Chases On, just because you don't want... I mean, as much as I like combat tricks, you don't want to play a deck with like 10 combat tricks or whatever. Here I'll take a Rubble Belt Braggart. Hopefully I don't have to play it. Would really rather have something like a Haas the Vigilante as something for my 5-mana slot. Here, I'll take a Sanguine Savior. I don't mind it. It's not the best. Dogwalker is way, 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 way better, but it is an evasive creature that I can potentially play in my deck if I'm short on playables. Still interested in... okay, we're definitely not playing 3 copies of that card. All right, put it down to 2. Still going to highly prioritize 2-drops. We're going to take Perimeter Enforcer here out of basically nothing else for us. Lush Portico is better in more mid-range decks where you can afford to play tap lands. This deck doesn't really want to play tap lands. And, you know, we're playing a deck that doesn't even have a ton of detectives, but it's still just a fine card to play. Flyers are just really, really good in this format. There's not that many cards that have reach, so I just like playing as many as I can get. We'll take the Perimeter Enforcer out of this pack, and ooh, Inside Source. Now, we are passing Etrata. This card's really cool. Definitely want to try it in my Dimir decks. You play this turn 3, it's really hard to block, right? So if they don't kill it, and if you play this turn 3 on the play, it's kind of like Teysa. You kind of run away with the game, because when this thing hits, all of a sudden you get a free 2/2. But for us, very, very happy with Inside Source. Best 3-mana creature that this type of deck can play. Very, very happy with it. And yeah, I mean, this just looks like a very typical red-white deck. right? This is a very typical red-white deck, and then we happen to have Agrus Kos as kind of a card to go over the top. Now I'm not really a big fan of Case File Auditor in these types of decks. Just the stats on this is not what I want. Much rather have it be like a 4-1 or whatever. We don't have that many enchantments, so we don't want to take it. What's our face down card count? We have Museum Night Watch, Double Sanguine Savior. It's between Convenient Target and Goblin Mat. I'll take the Mask Maker. I'm not a big fan of Convenient Target. I think I prefer my Combat Tricks more. But of course, I would only really play this card if I get a few more face down creatures I can play. Here, I'll take a second copy of On the Job. I mean, I might just not play any of the Chases Ons. I think the On the Job is more important in a deck that's playing double Inside Source and Person of Interest. Like I said, we want to go wide. We want to go wide and beat people down. Here, I'm going to take Innocent Bystander. Still could use an extra 2-drop, so Felonious Rage, that's a late get a leg up. Like I said, green was open from pack 1, but we're doing the red-white thing here, and we are going to take that 2-drop. Now we have Call a Surprise Witness, which is not ideal, not the type of card that we're going to want to play in this deck, but we don't have any other options. And we do have some face-down creatures here that we can play just as additional creatures to go with that Goblin Mask Maker, so we're probably going to put those in. And now we're going to take... Yeah, we got... Packs 1 and 3, look. We wanted to do a thing, right? I wanted to do a thing. And, you know, oftentimes trying out a thing, like trying out Boros is not really a great thing to do because everybody already does it. But I wanted to try out this Mythic Rare that I've never played with. It seems awesome. So let's make it work, right? It seems very, very awesome. You know, I'm actually surprised one of the Mask Makers didn't table. I thought for sure it would. That's a late bite down on crime. Okay, I get it. And by the way, if you're drafting right now, little tip. If you want to win, draft green. I'm just saying it right now. White is so heavily contested, and green is the second best color. And I think people still feel like red might be the second best color, or people are drafting like red is the second best color. Draft green. Blue-green, but blue-green's good, but just anything with green, in my opinion. Green is almost as deep as white, and it's way underdrafted relative to the white cards. Wait, how did this go in the sideboard? All right, let's take a look here. I think the deck's basically built. We have the 3 copies of the Chases On. Don't know that we're playing any of them. I think I just prefer Auspicious Arrival over it in general in these types of decks. Although what's funny is they have the exact same win rate amongst on 17 lands, which is interesting because I feel like the cheaper Combat Trick is better, but they both have a really, really high win rate. But my preference is the Auspicious Arrival, so we're going to do that. And this is our deck. We have, look, 6/2s, a Goblin Mask Maker that I'm going to play, and we have some face-down creatures, auto lands, doing some auto lands things here. I know we have a red 1, but we have some double white cards, like the On the Job. So I believe I want to... it's 15-8. So I feel like I still need to play 9 planes here. Even though Defenestrated Phantom, I guess, is a single white card. But we do have a double red card and a red spell that I want to play turn 1. This is actually interesting. Well, no, but we also have double Sanguine Savior. That's double white as well, that we want to flip up if we can. Yeah, okay. We'll just go with this. All right, round 1 opponent. Let's win every die roll. We did not win the die roll, but we drew our Mythic Rare. We drew our Mythic Rare. Let's keep this. We don't have a face-down card to play with the Mask Maker. But when you're playing 2 copies of On the Job, I mean, just most 1-drops are still going to be okay to play. Are they killing my Mask Maker? Wow. That's respect. Good thing we took the Mask Maker, huh? That's respect. Huh. Do I trade here? I mean, on the draw. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this draw. Inside source into person of interest into on the job. Although, actually, maybe I'll just play this Agrus. Although, they don't have anything. No. I mean, it's a double striker. They can kill it. How can they kill this one? I mean, let's just play person of interest. I mean, I think they're just dead at this point. We went inside source, person of interest into on the job. That's what we call a GG. I mean, our opponent just missed their land drops. So this is not much of a game, sadly. But now we're up to 21. Getting close to cracking the top 20. I am shocked, to be honest. I don't know how we got here. How do we climb so high? We were bronze 4 at the start of this, making all kinds of misplays. And we're still playing morphs like Riftburst Hellion and Sanguine Savior in our Boros decks. I mean, they're look, had we not forced red-white, we would have had more playable cards for sure. But I think we still ended up with a playable deck. I'm not going to call it good, but it's a playable deck. It has a decent curve with some tricks. As long as you avoid all the ridiculous bombs in this format, you can still win like 5 games with this. All right. Do we want the automaton or the perimeter enforcer? This thing gets in for more. I'll take the automaton. I kind of want to find a land. Okay. Because I have the Agrus and I have a bunch of expensive things. Oh, I should have played the flyer. Here I will play. Do I play the flyer now? Is this a detective? It is. Okay. Like I said, I played this just because most 2-drops this will trade with. And I wanted to, if I wanted to be able to find a turn to be able to surveil. How sick would it be if my opponent tried to? Ugh. Well, that's also sickening. All right. Well, let's play Agrus and hope they don't have a way to kill it. When it enters a battlefield, choose up to 1 target creature. If it's suspected as exile it. Otherwise suspected. Okay, we are racing. You are a suspect. You are sus. You cannot block. All right. Let's do it. We are racing War Leader's Call. We have Agrus. Let's really hope they don't have binding. Let's really hope they don't have makeshift binding. If they don't have makeshift binding, they're in a lot of trouble. Because Agrus can attack, and we can kill Seasoned Consultant. That's a face-down card. Yeah, I think Person of Interest makes a lot of sense to pump the Perimeter Enforcer. I can't attack with Sanitation Automaton, but we can attack with Agrus. If they have Felonious Rage, we're still going to kill the Consultant. But, you know, it is what it is. They could also have Shock. But trading Agrus, exiling Consultant, and the face-down card and a Shock seems worth it. So, Seasoned Consultant down. I hope they don't block. No, they blocked. All right, they have a Shock. All right. Hey, look, we still got a lot of value, all right? We still got a lot of value with Agrus. It was a 3-for-1. Okay? It was a 3-for-1, and we are trying our best here to fight through this War Leader's Call. It's going to be very tough, though. We don't have any tricks right now. But we do have a suspected creature. So let's go ahead and... do I have any detectives I can play? I do not. I mean, I can play face down Sanguine Savior and then flip it up just to have a bunch of evasive creatures in play. I feel like that's kind of our game plan right now. And then next turn, I can either play double face down card, or I can even flip up the Phantom. I could also play the Phantom face down because I can flip that up. Yeah, I mean, that is a bigger flyer. Okay, we'll do that. A trick of some sort this turn would have been awesome. Right, Dogwalker does not do anything here. Although, I mean, they can attack. But I'll play a post-combat Red Herring, and now that there's a little more pressure on the battlefield, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3. I'm just trying to figure out which face-down creature to play. I think I'm still going to play the larger flyer. And happy to put Red Herring in front of the Dogwalker here. If they play a face-down creature, it's going to get run into it anyways. But our plan, I mean, War Leader's Call plus Dogwalker is incredible. So we are definitely on the win through the skies strategy. And let's see. So they can play another face-down creature this turn. I don't know that they're going to attack me. If they do, we got to be a little bit careful with the blocks. I'm still not sure whether or not I should have faced down the Sanguine Savior or the Defenestrated Phantom. Alright, well, they're definitely not attacking us now. Yeah, my Red Herring is just going to die. And I can't flip it. Yeah, I should have played the Sanguine Savior. Yep, that one is definitely on me. That one is definitely on me. Because now I just need to crack this. Because and I can't flip this over. Oh, that was a big blunder. Okay. Now the question is, do I live with that blunder and attack with the Red Herring and just flip these over and 4, 5, 6, 7? Now the problem is if they find a way to kill my Defenestrated Phantom, then I still can't kill them next turn. Oh, I can't hit them with the Person of Interest anymore. Yeah. Alright, you know what? I don't want to like... This sucks, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So... I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, I 100% should have played the Sanguine Savior. Probably just play the Sanguine Savior and flip it up, to be honest, on the previous turn. And then this turn I would have been able to attack for 2 more. Oh, face down attack. I mean, I don't know what this is, but I'm not going to block it. Okay, Cornered Crook. Jeez, okay. I wonder if they're going to kill my Perimeter Enforcer. Yep, they are. All right. So they have a 6/5 that can attack me. All right, we are on the Skies plan here. 4 in the air from the Phantom. Next turn, we can flip over the other flyer and attack for 6. and hope that they don't have a removal spell for my flyers. That's kind of where we're at. Didn't have great ground attacks. Now, we're at 14 life, so they have to play it a little bit careful with how they choose to attack, right? I do have to be mindful of the Bulrak clan, like the double strike creature. That thing, if that flips over, that thing can hit me for 8. Like if they flip it over, I think it costs 5, and it's a 3/2 double strike trampler with the War Leader's Call. It can hit me for 8. And then if they attack also with the Cornered Crook, like... There's no trample spell. Okay, so they're trying to... Okay. They're gonna... Aren't you gonna die, though? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So if I block Cornered Crook and Dogwalker, I'll be okay. Yeah. Because even if they play on the job, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I just need to block Dogwalker and Cornered Crook, and I'll be fine. If they flip over the Bulrak thing, that deals 8, 9, 10, I'll take 12 damage. If they flip over a Fender at large, that's also 12 damage. So no matter how you slice it, it's not really a lethal attack. So let's block Dogwalker and the Cornered Crook here. And if they, the thing is, if they save the Dogwalker, they don't probably have another play. Now, if they play another creature, that's okay. If they kill Defenestrated Phantom, that is bad. But they play Reckless Detective. Anything else? Okay. I mean, I think we just kind of go for it here, right? All right, we got it. Despite some sequencing errors, look, it's still early. It's still early. I'm recording this at like 8:30 a.m. Just had my breakfast. Where the brain's still, the gears are still turning. The gears are still turning. But we won that game thanks to Agrus. Agrus, you're a good spirit. All right, 21. Can we crack the top 20? That would be exciting if we can. We won the die roll. No white sources, but we do have turn 1 Mask Maker into turn 2 Hellion. That's always great. Our opponent, I do like our opponent's choice of lands. APAC Island, very nice. We got our value already. We got our value. Lotus Petal, easy. All right. Feels like they might have the counterspell, but what can you do? I can't really play nothing this turn, so I could have played the worst threat, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I definitely could have done that. All right, they are getting their full Dirtle on. Now, we do need another white source here to be able to cast on the job. It will be very, very good. Evidence Examiner, okay. That we can kill. They're probably going to play a face down card here. Okay. They can collect evidence. We can flip this Case of the Burning Masks, which is nice. Ooh, that's interesting too. I think I'm interested in just killing the Evidence Examiner here. And then if I only need to attack with these two creatures, and if this trades with a face down card, I still get to solve Case of the Burning Masks, which is nice. Then I can use it next turn to find something. Flourishing Bloomkin, okay. Now, so that's going to be a 5/5. Let's go ahead and crack this to see if we can find something useful to play here. It might just be planes. Yeah, it's just going to be planes. So it's a 5/5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can get them down to 2. And they're probably going to block my face down card. The question is, do I get them down to 2? Or do I wait? I think I wait. Let's play the post-combat red herring here. And then we'll set up for an on-the-job next turn. 5/5 is very large. Would have been nice if we had the other plane so we didn't have to get the planes and we can just use the on-the-job. So they have 4 cards in hand, and this is a very precarious spot. It's like any number of things and they can get us. We do have Riftburst Hellion as our face down card, which is very nice. They just gained a bunch of life here too. And a Topiary Panther. Okay. So we're not really going to be able to get in a... gosh. It's okay. Let's attack. Yeah, this is not ideal. We're going to get a clue here. I'm just going to flip this up. We lost 2 creatures, but we get a clue. We kill their 5/5. They're at 10. But it looks like they're going to bite our Hellion, and yeah, they've recovered. Oh, Doppelgang. Yep. I've had Doppelgang in a lot of my decks recently. It is completely busted. One of the best cards. I don't think there was just any combination of cards that would have gotten us out of it. But yeah, now we're dead. They have 2 6/7 reaches and 2 6/5, 3 6/5 tramplers in play. Full house. Okay, 2-1. 2-1. We are 23rd. I will keep this on the draw, but I'm not happy about it. We could take maybe a slower approach with a little bit of a go wide theme here, but I think maybe keeping a hand without a single 2-drop might just not be good for us. I was just looking at person of interest plus on the job and thinking that might be good enough. But all right, happy enough that their turn 3 play was Vengeful Tracker. Let's just go very wide here. All right, they're cracking a clue. Gleaming Gear Drake is large. Let's go ahead and attack with our 2/2. They don't want to trade. That's fine. Now we get to play Person of Interest. I mean, this is already +8, +4 next turn. And the thing is, I don't know that my life total is that much in jeopardy. Like, I can, next turn, if it's not a lethal attack, I can just go Auspicious Arrival as my combat trick into face down Sanguine Savior, for example. Or Riftburst Hellion, depending on what I draw. If I draw a White Source number 4, then I think I might want to go Sanguine Savior, because on turn 6, I can flip up the Savior and also cast on the job. Okay, unauthorized exit, very good. But look, I mean, we're still up a card, right? So it's not too bad. Okay, so they're attacking us. Very aggressive. Reckless Detective. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to do that play that I outlined before. They're going to block with the detective. We're going to use Auspicious Arrival. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it's not quite lethal. I should have played Sanguine Savior face down to give lifelink if they don't block. Well, you know, honestly, playing a face down creature plus Auspicious Arrival up is also not bad. If they attack me, it's going to feel a lot like they have Out Cold. Yeah, it really feels like they have Out Cold. All right, what you got with this detective? Yeah, you know, I might just block here. The question is, what do I want to do with this? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can Auspicious Arrival my face down card, or flip it up and just trade. I'm just going to use Auspicious Arrival. Sometimes you gotta just go for it. This sets us up way, way better for on the job, which is why I'm going for it. White source would be very nice. As it, oh yes, that's great. Easy attack. Easy attack. All right, on the job. Let's flip this up. Target person of interest. And now, I mean, we are at least not in danger of dying, right? Like our life total now is at 17. They're at 5. The board is even-ish, but we do have 2 clues in play and this Riftburst Hellion that we can flip up. Person of interest is not a detective. Still close. I mean, they have 2 premium uncommon. Like they've played all good cards. I'm a big fan of Unauthorized Exit. Yeah, their deck is fantastic. Really, really good blue-red deck. Come on, Agrus. Wow, they discarded Cold Case Cracker. That's terrifying. Oh my gosh. And they played Gleaming Gear Drake, and they're going to attack with Reckless... Wait. See, they could have attacked with Reckless Detective there, sacked the clue, and then pumped both Gear Drakes. But I guess they just value having the creatures in play. I'm going to just keep cracking clues to see if I find anything important here. Red Herring is interesting, but I can play it next turn. I don't think playing it this turn does much. I'd rather play the Riftburst Hellion. So let's go trade Sanguine Savior for any one of their flyers, just because their flyers are going to get bigger than mine. And then I can play attack with Person of Interest, and happy with that trade as well. All right, they're at 3. Face down Riftburst Hellion. Next turn, we can play... Wow, we drew a lot of lands. Next turn, we can flip up the Riftburst Hellion and also attack with Red Herring. Now, they're at 3, so it's really hard for them to attack. But their board now is 3/3 Gear Drake, 2/2 Gear Drake, and a Reckless Detective. See what they do. If they play the Satchel, Detective Satchel, that would be really bad for us. But I mean, this... Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little jealous of what they have going on here. They have a good deck. I see. Okay. So they're going to lose here. They have Out Cold in their hand. So I'm just going to block nothing. And their plan is to tap down my Person of Interest and face down card. They're going to pass. And we're just going to play red. Oh, we also drew on the job. But yeah, they're just going to concede to the red herring. Oh, no, they could have eliminated the competition. Yeah, never mind. It was out cold. That was... You can smell it, right? That was an out cold. All right. All right. 3-1. 3-1. Beating people down. Gin tonics. It's me and you. We lost a die roll. Darn. This hand is kind of... I don't have mountains. Like, I only have Inside Source, and then these cards just get so much worse unless I draw a mountain immediately. Obviously, if one of these planes was a mountain, I would keep, but I'm going to send this one back. All right, this hand is much better. I'm on the draw. I like the... I'm not actually sure what I want to send back. Maybe it's the Auspicious Arrival, although that replaces itself. Case of the Burning Masks also gets me something nice. I can get really greedy in bottom planes. I'm on the draw. I'm on the draw. It's fine. See? See, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Oh, I hope... that feels like a galvanize, doesn't it? They felt like they didn't want to galvanize my bystander. All right, I'm going to play the face down card here. And the reason being is next turn I can go Case of the Burning Masks, kill something, and then I can solve the case next turn. Obviously, it depends on what they play. I mean, alternatively, I can just attack with both, see what they do. Because if they block, then I can just use Auspicious Arrival. Yeah. Let's just do that then. No blocks? Okay, then if they don't block, then we just go Case of the Burning Masks. So we have good options regardless. Let's kill the flyer. And let's solve that case. Well, that's going to be a no blocks for me, and that is a Bulrak Clan Basher. Okay, they're trying to race us. Let's hope we can find something nice with this case. Maybe a removal spell? We don't have that much removal, though. Huh. Okay. I'm definitely concerned. Definitely concerned. Which one of these cards do I want to play? Because I can play Perimeter Enforcer as well. So it's just whatever the biggest thing is. It's probably Rift Burst Hellion. I just hope we don't die to this card. Okay. Oh, it was Galvanize. All right. So we take 6? Oh, no. All right. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, man. Okay. This is our only play. Let's pump this for good measure. And we go up to 13. Let's crack a clue. Although, did we play a land this turn? Maybe we did. Yeah. Okay. So they're at 5. They're at 5. We're at 13. We gained a bunch of life. We have lethal in the air with the auspicious arrival. Let's hope they don't have another removal spell. But I wanted to get my life total to basically above 12. The reason being is if they have the chases on, I die. All right, so they're just dead, right? Yeah. Huh. Good game. Okay. Beat the Basher. Beat the Basher. Race them with Flying Lifelinkers. Top 20! Top 20. Did I have fun? Yes! Because I cracked the top 20. We are now 19th. There is a 1. We are in the teens. I mean, this draft is still going, but very happy about that. 4 and 1. Oh, that feels good. Oh, man. Single digits on the horizon. Okay. On the draw. But we have a 2-drop and a 3-drop with the Case of the Gateway Express, so I'm going to keep it. Rubble Belt Maverick is definitely annoying when I have turn 2 Innocent Bystander. And they put Vengeful Creeper in the yard, so that tells me it tells me they have plenty of action in their hand and they're looking for lands probably. And now what? Yeah, okay. All right. No more lands, please. No more lands. I didn't even bother. I didn't even stop to think if I should be playing 16 or 17 lands. Are you going to attack me with the Maverick? Ooh, they're getting aggressive. This is like a nice trade situation here. I mean, I also want to get aggressive, so... I might even just take everything here. If they attack with the Maverick plus the Meddler, like, what are the chances a black-green deck can race me, right? Yeah, let's go. Let's rumble. Let's rumble. No blocks. Because I want to flip the Case next turn. And I think they're just going to play another creature here. Nope. Okay. Oh, that was some unfortunate sequencing. I think they have Murder. Oh, they could have Slice. What do they have? I don't know what they have. Slice would not be great. Airtight Alibi. Okay. And then they're going to block my 2/2 maybe? Oh, this is this is such a blowout. Okay. And then we're going to Case the Meddler and flip it? Oh, man. Was that a good turn for us? Just let me know in the comments down below. I mean, they still have 3 cards. They have big things. Yeah, okay. Oh, they can sack the scene of the crime! That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's attack for 3. I mean, they had to sack a land. It's not like... I just think it's a cool interaction. I don't know if it's necessarily a good one. All right, more creatures in play for us. Let's bin the planes. Play a face-down creature. And yeah, this is kind of an autopilot situation. Swing with all of the clowns. Swing with all of the clowns. What are they going to stabilize with? They have nothing. They have nothing. Let's attack with everything. Let's cast on the job. I don't even know if this was lethal. I was 1 short. It's okay. I think it was still probably correct, to be honest. What do they have? Izoni? It's always Izoni. Okay, it's just pull. Are we dead? No, we're not dead. All right. They can kill our automaton, and then they're dead. But I guess they got to do something cool. But yeah, I mean, we just have lethal on board here, so we will be 5-1. Okay, we are now 18. All right, it's going up slow. It's going up. Makes sense. We are now kind of in the land of giants, if you will. In the land of giants. So we're going to be going up slowly. Sometimes we're getting kind of to that point where even a win might not necessarily get us a rank. It's possible. All right, we are on the play. We're going to draw, I believe we have a Goblin Maskmaker. We have 4 lands, but we have Goblin Maskmaker, Inside Source, and On the Job. And let's just, everybody, think of your favorite disguise creature that's in my deck. And I would like to draw that on turn 2, okay? We're on the play. We don't have a face down card to play. It's just, we're playing a silly 1-mana 1/2. People have been telling me this card is awesome, so I'm just giving it a shot. Face down card. Let's go. Come on. Really? You didn't give me a face down card? All I drew was the best card in my deck. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I could have a combat trick, man. All right, I don't. Okay, well, Inside Source into Agrus. I really hope they just play a suspected creature. That would be awesome. Case of the Burning Masks. Okay. Oh, they're going to flip their case. All right, well, let's kill the red herring at least. But they're going to flip their case this turn. But next turn we'll play the Agrus and hope they don't find a removal spell off the case. Novice Inspector, you are a suspect. Well, oh, they can also have Galvan. Look, I don't have any other plays. Like, if I maybe was able to play something else that turn, I could have considered it, and they found Torch. Goodness. They found just the best possible removal. They literally found kill my Agrus, draw a card. What are they even thinking about? You found the Torch. Oh, I'm so sad. And I turned their Novice Inspector. Oh no, they have Makeshift Binding? Galvanize? Okay, so they needed lands and they have a Galvanize. That's also a horrific sign. Do you want to know why? That's horrible because their hand is filled with gas. Right? They needed that land. They didn't. If they had a land in their hand, they would have taken Torch. Now they drew another land. But this is telling me that their hand is completely loaded. Why couldn't you play that before? Oh, did I not give them the opportunity? I might not have. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Look, I gotta do what I gotta do, all right? Red herring, okay. This clue needs to serve us well. We need to draw, like, 2 good spells here. Okay, Mountain is not going to do it. And Auspicious Arrival will also not get it done. All right, let's use Case of the Burning Masks on Person of Interest. This Goblin Maskmaker, I don't know about this card. I guess, I mean, I'm playing like, what, 6 face-down creatures? Yeah, but, I mean, I just feel like they have too much action. Like, even if we draw the perfect card here, I just doubt it's going to be enough. It's going to be a Dog Walker. Like, what's the worst possible thing they can have? Oh, it's not a dog walker. It's worse. It's worse. It's a bigger creature. What can it be? Whatever. Oh, it's just a lethal attack. That's it. All right. It's okay. Sometimes your opponents play Mythic Novice Novice Inspector is so much better than Goblin Maskmaker. I'm giving you my insights here. Whew. Okay. Going for number 6. We have a hand with 3 lands, Market Watch, Phantom, Red Herring. All right, we got a couple 2s. Got some 2s and some combat tricks. Just a classic. Case of the Filched Falcon. Let's play the Market Watch. I actually don't... What's better? Is it better to play Market Watch Phantom or Red Herring? I don't know. All right, well, they literally drew... Our opponent played the equivalent of Tron here. They went turn 1 Case of the Filched Falcon, turn 2 Solve the Case. They Troned me. It's a little disappointing. Let's hope our Market Watch Phantom and Red Herring will get us there. Now, the thing is, they can't really crack their clue. Well, if they do, then we're really ahead. If they kill our creatures, we're behind. If they make a 4/4... Oh, Gearbrain Orangutan killing Red Herring? Oh no, they sacked an artifact! Wow. Okay. Oh, this thing has reach. I mean, we gotta fight through these creatures. We gotta fight through these creatures anyways, so let's just attack. Yep, let's attack. We're probably gonna lose. That's quite the draw, I'm not gonna lie. Turn 1 Case of the Filched Falcon, turn 2 Gleaming Geardrake, turn 3 4/4 Orangutan. Pump your Geardrake. Impressive, impressive, impressive stuff. Well, we killed the Orangutan, but they still have the Geardrake, and they can turn their clue into a 4/4. And all we have is the Red Herring and this Maskmaker. I feel like we have Leyline of Goblin Maskmaker. And it's just terrible every time. I'm trying my best to put the Maskmaker believers on tilt. That's my goal here. Let's see. I'm just gonna attack with this one. Happy enough with that trade. And then we will play a face... Oh, actually, let's draw a card first. Actually, I should have done that before. Well, I had On the Job. But just that could change how I play my turn. All right, well, Riftburst Hellion hopefully can get it done. The thing is, I don't want their face-down creature to block my Maskmaker and me being forced to use On the Job there. That's why I didn't attack with the Maskmaker. So they just got a Forest. What do they have? Yaris? The Quake Mole? I'm thinking about like all the busted green cards. Cornered Crook. Okay, so what is that? Maskmaker down? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. They're probably attacking me for 3 now. Okay. Okay. Let's attack. Oh, this block. All right. We just ate a free Cornered Crook. We might have hope just yet. We might have hope. That block might get us back in this if they don't have a way to kill Riftburst Hellion. Well, they had Sudden Setback, which is good, but I can still play it face down, and I can play Inside Source. So next turn is going to be really good for us. We have On the Job as an option, or we can just flip over Riftburst Hellion. So Out Cold would be quite bad. Let's see what they play. It's a face down card. And a Gearbane Orangutan. Okay. They sacked the Gleaming Geardrake. They sacked the Gleaming Geardrake to make a 4/4 Orangutan. What? Do I just flip this up? Yeah, let's get in. All right, they're at 8. Riftburst Hellion must be blocked next turn. I'm happy enough to chump block there if needed. But I don't know what that face down card is. So what I'm actually going to do here is play 2 face down cards and set up for an on the job. They're going to flip over their morph. It's also Riftburst Hellion. Okay. They have Detective Satchel. Wow. Okay. I am not here to use my brain. Oh, that Riftburst Hellion block is juicy. Oh, that block is also juicy. Oh my gosh. Those are ideal blocks for me. Yeah, let's cast this. And they're dead. I guess any block is juicy. All right, got 6. I did not think we were going to beat that opponent with that start. I did not think we were going to beat that opponent. They probably should have just eaten our... Well, actually, that's kind of a close call. Because sacrificing an artifact does grow your Gear Drake. I thought they were going to spend a turn to turn one of their clues into a 4/4, though. But we are at 6. 6-2, winning in for the trophy. Playing for trophy. Maybe you're playing for trophy. I'm on the play. I got a couple of 2s. I'm going to keep this. We have some 2s and an on the job. But we do have 4 lands. So if we draw a land, it's not great. All right, Red Herring, let's get in there. Get in for as much damage as you possibly can. Huh. I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I can finish off this Sentry and play a Mask Maker. Or I can play 2 creatures this turn and guarantee that I'm going to flip Case of the Gateway Express. I think that's what I do. And I also have On the Job next turn, so they're just not going to have great blocks next turn no matter what I do. I mean, they're almost 100. They're definitely just playing a face down creature here, right? Oh, that is phenomenal. Auspicious Arrival was a great draw, because now we can just go Case of the Gateway Express, kill the Sentry, attack with everything, Auspicious Arrival, and flip Case. Not bad. What a turn. What a draw. What a draw. And now look at our board. We have a good board. We have a flipped Case. Our dinky creatures are all decent-sized threats. We have an On the Job. They're kind of just on the back foot this entire time. So liking the spot. If they play a creature to block with, we're still going to get in for 10 damage, get them down to 4 with 2 clues in play. Ooh, oh, is this a double spell turn? Sumala Sentry and... Okay, Case of the Shattered Pack is not too scary. Let's just attack with everything. And let's just cast On the Job here. Kill the Sentry and get them down to 4. All right. They need to play 2 things, and we got there! Look at that! I made fun of Mask Maker, but it actually didn't work there. Just beating down. And we are rank 18. 7-2 with Boros. We've been trying to spread our wings and try to do a bunch of wacky stuff with 5 colors and doppelgang and all that stuff. But sometimes you just go back to what many consider to be the best archetype. And look at this. This is also kind of a testament to how strong Boros can be, because it's not like we had an incredible Boros deck, right? Our deck was just fine. We had to play like Innocent Bystanders and Goblin Mask Makers with not that many face down creatures. But look, we took the high priority cards for the deck. Look, we had a bunch of filler morphs as well, but it's like, okay, we need to make sure we have 1 or 2 copies of On the Job. We have a few things to go wide with. And no matter, as long as you just have an excellent curve, even if the creatures look kind of raggedy, even if the creatures don't look ideal, like Innocent Bystander or Mask Maker or what have you, if you just curve out with these combat tricks, that's still a recipe to success in this format. You can still get there. And Boros is one of the few archetypes that allow you to do something with, that allow you to do that with a bunch of commons and maybe some uncommons, but we had mostly commons. I don't know that the same can be said about other colors. I think you do need to rely heavily on some of the really powerful uncommons, but with Boros, you just play some red herrings, you play some clue fishies, and you just get it done. You just get it done. Auspicious Arrival was great, especially in a deck with a bunch of 2-drops, allowing us to set up for double spell turns on turn 4, right? Without being down a card is incredible. So yeah, this deck just overall was great. Agrus was great. We only drew it in 2 of the games, but it literally just threatens to take over the game. And if you don't kill it, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. So awesome run here. 7-2, another trophy. And we are now in the top 18. Getting closer on our journey to rank 1. Oh man, I'm very happy about this. I did not expect 7 with this. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm really happy to, of course, do so. Before I sign off, once again, I just want to remind all of you, if you did enjoy the content, I did open up a Patreon channel. So if you want to support this video and all other videos I make, feel free to check out the Patreon. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. I'll catch you next time.